You have children, protect them, whether it be little kids or older. Make sure that you're monitoring the things that they're watching. There are little kids shows that show them like black figures and ghosts. They can instill fear into children, and even with things like anger, there are certain shows that demonstrate things to kids as far as like how they should react. Nonverbal things. Make sure that you're monitoring the nonverbal things that they are showing, because a lot of these videos, we might just have like music and there are a lot of nonverbal things going on, even if it is supposed to be like kid friendly. Make sure that you are paying attention to what your children are watching. If you are like single or everyone in the household doesn't agree on things, maybe grandparents, whoever, it can be hard. It is much better for you to make an effort and for you to be intentional, possibly make some mistakes along the way, than to just abandon your children and say that they are going to like grow up however they grow up. Like it doesn't matter. No, it does matter. It matters. Your children have been entrusted to you. They are a gift from God. Regardless of how your parents treated you or whoever neglected you, show them the love that you were not given. Respect your children, take accountability, apologize to them. You can still discipline your children while you do these things. That's not saying you have to be your child's best friend and you have to agree on everything and let them do whatever it is that they want. So make sure that you're actually treating your children like human beings. Observe your children, talk to your children, so that they can know how to express themselves, they can know how to verbalize things. If you yourself don't know how to do that, then ask God to help you. Ask God to help you in these areas that you are struggling, in these areas that you need healing. Don't repeat the toxic cycles that you saw around you. Don't repeat the toxic cycle that you grew up in. You don't have to do those same things that you saw. You don't have to be the same things that people were around you. Your children deserve a better opportunity. Your children can have a different perspective on life and relationships than what you had maybe before you came to the Lord, before you came to know Him. Pay attention to your children when they are around other children, because other children can be exposed to things that your children are not. Other parents might not be monitoring or paying attention to your children the way that you are. And those children innocently, not by intentionally trying to be harmful, but just not even understanding or knowing what they're doing, can expose your children to things that you never wanted them or could never imagine that they would be exposed to. And without having that open line of communication and being able to sit there and have them share things with you, you might not ever have any idea as the things that they have been through. That can just be super traumatic and lead to a whole bunch of other things. Do not be ignorant of Satan's devices. He wants to try to get the children when they're young, when they're small, so that they can be corrupt, so that they might not ever possibly get to know God. Things get in the way, work. Maybe you are dealing with your own things that kind of hinder you from being able to be fully present for your children. So much bigger. The enemy is not just after you, he is after the future generations. We don't know how much longer we have here. We don't know what is going to happen within these next few years. But children are the future, and children not always have a safe space to speak. Sometimes they don't even comprehend or really know what it is that's going on around them. They can only sort of sense what's happening. Be there for your children. Advocate for them. So many broken adults are the way that they are. They end up in the situations that they are in because of what they went through as children. Your children might tell you they hate you because you're stepping into their privacy. I'm not telling you to overstep their boundaries. They can have boundaries. If there are certain things that you feel like you need to do as a parent in order to ensure that they're safe, if it's for their own good, worth doing. God is there for you, and if you feel like you don't know what to do, He wants you to ask Him for help. Who better to tell you how to raise your children than the one that created all of us?